Hello, this is not a spring yet. It's like, hello, this is not a spring chicken. Yes, I do talk really fast sometimes if you've been watching our vlogs from here at the SEMA show. But here in front of us, you will see why we end up getting a sweet when we're here at the SEMA show, because we've got equipment and we are staging and we're looking at materials, and this happens to be our dining table. Can you believe this? But the news still continues, regardless if we're at the SEMA show. So we're going to bring on Camel with comments on the headlines of today.
I know. I know. I look like I'm strange, folks.
I know. Well, this is what happens when you have a camera shooting up your nostrils. An engine trouble prompts the Qantas jet to make an emergency landing.
I know. I seem to be an awful lot of airplanes having emergency landings anymore. I'd worry about flying, and I fly, so.
Really?
Yeah.
That seems so odd. I mean, why would a Qantas jet have problems like that?
People don't have the money to do the maintenance they need to do.
Oh, and Asia markets higher as the U.S. election results unfold.
Well, yeah, because they know that they think that Obamacare is going to be stopped in all his spending. So he went and spent $600 billion more in order to try to help the economy stabilize. Yeah, he printed $600 billion up to buy $600 billion of bonds that aren't worth anything.
Oh.
Yeah, that's $1.2 trillion more to his deficit, folks.
And confusion and fear as Haiti earthquake camps evacuate
Any of the money that they were supposed to, so.
It sure seems like there's a lot of stuff going on. It must be the season for storms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is that season. It's hurricane season.
Oh, no wonder why. And YouTube removes video sermons by radical U.S. cleric.
Of course, they've been there for 2 years before anybody said anything. You know, if you say anything negative about the president or the Democratic Party, it goes tomorrow. But if you say anything negative about the country, basically it's almost impossible for it to ever be removed from the internet.
And Clinton urges lame duck Senate to vote on arms treaty.
It's not going to happen, folks, because they have it has to be done in the Senate and the House is not going to pass anything that Obama wants done. It's going to weaken the nation more.
And the Tea Party winners take ambitious promises to D.C.
Well, they've already said that. They're saying they're not going to do anything that will help Obama get reelected and further damage the nation. And the standard Republican thing is we can work with this president and make things better. Well, no.
Boys.
Well, basically, it's ridiculous. You can't tell people what they can and cannot eat in this country.
I think that's one of the most ridiculous things.
They said that if you step across illegal aliens and elite people on Nob Hill, that would make them happy in that city.
They're going to outlaw candy next?
They're outlaw sugar and salt. Well, they said the fact that the stock market is going up on the fact that they think Obama is under control now, but don't bet on it. Because he's got to do things by parliamentary procedure and imperial presidency.
An FDA test confirmed listeria at Texas food plant.
I know.
What in the world is that?
Basically, it's something that makes you sick. But the trouble is, what went on in the meat, in the stockyard in Chicago in the 19th century, and you'd know that things have not gotten any better since then.
And Clinton urges a lame duck Senate vote on START.
Yeah, that's that treaty. That's actually two Clintons, which is why.
What?
That's Bill Clinton is wishing on one, and the START thing was Bill Clinton's deal. And they still haven't approved it, so he's hoping that the Republicans will be more sensible and approve it. No, they've disapproved it every time it's been brought up.
Law and Order finds real handgun during filming.
Yeah, well, likely find a lot of handguns during filming in this country.
You never know. It depends on where they are, right?
Yeah.
And Matisse nude bronze sells for $48.8 million at New York auction.
That's an indication of how bad the economy is in the world, is the fact that art and gold are coming of tremendous value at the moment. They shouldn't be.
I mean, I don't know what a record is, but that sounds like an awful lot.
They're overpaying for a Matisse, period. Because they figure they're safer putting it in that than they are in government bonds or money.
And GM expects to earn up to $2.1 billion as IPO approaches.
They're not going to earn anything because the Chinese government is going to buy it back with American dollars. I mean, all Obama's doing is pushing the country further in debt, folks.
And contraception to be free under health care law, which Obama said would not happen.
Well, yeah, it's because it was one of those things that, to be added later, which, basically, well, if I'd have known that we were going to have birth control and all that provided by the government for everybody, I would have never voted it. Well, they were told it was going to happen.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but they got thrown out of office yesterday or Tuesday, so.
And Generation Gap divides troops on gays and military.
Well, like we said before that, they've got to keep hounding on this, that the 18, 19-year-olds don't care. But the Army is not made up of 18 and 19-year-olds. It's made up of their parents, and their parents say there's a problem with it, folks. The Republicans, and they can help me extend the tax cuts for the people making under $250,000 a year. And everybody else, we will talk to that after the first part is done, which means there's not going to be any deal.
South Korea fires warning shots in second incident in days.
Yeah, it's actually right now it's the third incident. Because they don't have a mobile phone, how do you get into your room? They figure
Are you serious?
They figure everybody has a cell phone, so they got an app that you can use your cell phone to open the thing.
Yeah, but when you're traveling, you don't always have a cell phone.
I know, if you're traveling out of this country, your cell phone from here is no good. So isn't that a stupidity thing?
Well, yeah, because there's a lot of travelers that don't take their phone with them.
That's right.
Yeah, and it's a different...
So basically, what was it? Julian Barberi, who was a professional ice skater at one time, couldn't win either, so...
Oh, and the Fed to launch a bold, risky effort to...
$200 billion to put you further in debt. Obama's trying to destroy the worth of the dollar, folks.
Yeah, is anybody else getting that clue?
Yeah.
California.
Nobody's going to come to that state with you as governor.
Well, they did know Meg Whitman was pro-business.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Americans likely took a retail breather in October.